If you want to join the Ashwin family, do leave your email ID in the comment section below. Do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello and welcome today on DRS with Ash. And I'm extremely excited today to be welcoming this guest, a globetrotter in the T20 world arena, a cricketer of strong repute, someone who's changed the landscape of T20 cricket, and someone I've started to really admire for not just his bowling and batting alone, for his other personality traits. Welcome, Rashid Khan. Love to have you here. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Ashwin. It has been a pleasure to hear some beautiful words from you. Like the way you have been delivering for India in IPL. I think it has been wonderful seeing you how you perform with your bowling. It's great to see such kind of words from you. And thank you so much. And it's a huge pleasure for me as well to be talking to you.
Oh my God. Thank you. I'm humbled. Right, Rashid, see, coming from a country like Afghanistan, right? For example, when we grew up in India, for me, there was role models like Sachin Tendulkar, like Anil Kumble, like Harbhajan Singh, Saurav Ganguly. You've got names. The one thing that you managed to achieve is not have massive number of role models in front of you, but still having to be the first generation of role models for your country. How does it feel? How difficult was it to come through as a cricketer?
Yeah, it feels quite amazing, like to be someone who is changing the life of the youngsters, who just keep following you, and they're changing their mindset, and they're changing their plans as well, like what they want to be in the future, like when it wasn't good in the past, like what they were doing, and they were not busy with the sports, and they were not too much interested in sports as well. They were mostly interested in other activities, which wasn't good for the country as well. So I think it's a huge honor for me as well to be someone who make them to change a bit. And for me, it was very tough as well. Like we didn't had any role models in our cricket department, because we didn't had the team who were playing international cricket in live games. But since childhood, I think I was big fan of Shahid Afridi and Anil Kumble. I think I love watching them, watching their bowling, and I think I learned a lot. Like when I was watching their bowling, and that was something which was very motivating me as well, and that was something which was giving me energy inside, that I want to be one day like playing for my country and representing my country and doing well. So even my whole family was the biggest fan of cricket. They love cricket, they play cricket, and that was something as well, that I grew up in a family which they love cricket. And even watching my brothers as well since childhood while they're playing at home together, and that gives me an opportunity to be more interested in cricket as well. So it was very tough initially, but yeah, we just so lucky to be in this stage, and to be someone who is changing the mindset in the future of the youngsters.
Right. You're now a role model yourself. You don't have to look very far. A lot of children in your country and around the world are looking at you about. In fact, there is a boy in Bangalore that I saw at the NCA. He's trying to replicate exactly what Rashid Khan does. In fact, I think you must have seen him, right? Have you?
Yeah, I've seen him when we were playing our first test game against India in Bangalore. I think that time when I was in the academy, we were having a practice session. So I saw him, I met him. I was so pleased as well, like to be someone like from India who loves your bowling, who loves to follow you, and that is something I absolutely love it. When I was in IPL for the first year, 2017, and after the IPL, when I came back to Afghanistan, so I visited one of the academy, and the owner, the coach of that academy, he told me that after you joining the IPL, after you playing the IPL, how many leg spinners do we have in our academy? I said, how many? He said, we have 124 leg spinners right now. So that was something like how much they want to be like someone who doing well for the country, and how much they want to change their life, and how much they want to go ahead and help to change the country image and some. So I think that make me so happy that we played only one IPL, and how the mindset of the youngster has been changed, and even that has been in one academy. So imagine how much it would be in the whole country.
Right. See, Rashid, you said there are 124 leg spinners in that academy alone in Afghanistan, right? So how many cricketers are there? Seeing all of you play, you play in the BBL, you play in the Blast, you play in the IPL, you play for Afghanistan with a lot of pride. So does Mohammad Nabi, Asghar Afghan. Then you've got Mujib who's coming through the ranks. So how many such cricketers are there? How big a sport is cricket right now in Afghanistan? With all the difficult times that Afghanistan goes through, is cricket really a channel of positivity for the country?
Yeah, I think from the last 5 6 years, since we played the 2015 World Cup, I think the total image of the cricket in the country has been changed. We used to see football a lot in other sports in the country a lot than cricket. Those who were playing cricket, they were not treated as good because people here, they love football and they were playing football. But right now, if you see everywhere, everyone loves cricket. Those areas where people are playing football, those grounds, they have totally changed them, and they are playing right now the cricket in those grounds, and which is quite pleasing as well. Every street you will find out, like, you have seen India, how people love the cricket in every street, everywhere they play cricket. I think the same case happening in Afghanistan as well. If you go out, people love cricket and they go and they play everywhere. So that is something like, we can see the youngsters, how much they're following the cricket and how much they are interested in sports right now, which is quite good for the future of the country as well. So have the leaders like, Mohammad Nabi, Asghar Afghan, all those senior players, Daulat Zadran, Shapur Zadran, Hamid Hassan, Gulbuddin Naib, I think Nauroz Mangal, Rais Ahmad. There are so many names, like, who trouble a lot in initial time to take the Afghanistan cricket to a stage where it is right now. They passed a very tough time. The time when they didn't have the cricket board, and they didn't have the salary, they didn't have the match fees, they had nothing. There was nothing. We didn't have enough academies and grounds to play proper cricket. When I used to watch the videos right now in the YouTube, out of ashes, and I saw one of the academy, they were practicing, and they and 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 I saw when they were fielding, they put mattresses in there and they were jumping in that and fielding. So I was like, they didn't have enough grass to even jump, and from there they came out and they reached to the World Cup, and they played the World Cup, and they brought the cricket to Afghanistan, and they changed the mindset of the people here. So all those troubles, all those tough times, right now it's the responsibility of us to take this game to the next level, to change even more than that. So I think we are quite lucky to have those senior players who change our mind, to change the whole scenario of the cricket in Afghanistan, and they brought the cricket to Afghanistan, and right now everyone is just following that and hoping to play for the country.
Right. I seriously hope the next generation of children get to play a lot more of the sport. Sport is the one thing that crosses barriers and borders and differences in cultures.
Exactly.
But there is a trend, right? In Afghanistan, when you talk about Afghanistan, the first name that comes to your mind is Rashid Khan. Then obviously Mohammad Nabi is your, the stalwart. Then you've got Zakir Khan who's come in. Then you have Mujibur Rahman. Then you have Mujib Zadran. Then you've got Kais Ahmad who's come through. And now, if you saw the under 19 World Cup a few months back, you had this Shafiqullah Ghaffari who came up and picked up 6 wickets. Where are these guys coming from? Have you got some factory where you're producing all these mystery spinners?
I think it's mostly about, like, better if you see, like, India is producing the best quality batsmen. Like, right now they're producing like in the spin department, fast bowling department, they are producing everyone. But in the past, like, we used to see, like, the quality batsmen, like Sachin Sir was there, Virat is there, Rohit Sharma, I think everyone. So in the same case with Afghanistan as well, like, we have been seeing, like, so many spinners. As I have told you, like, we got 124 leg spinners in one academy. So imagine if you get 124, definitely you will get 3 4 best from them. And that's how, like, they see their role models, and like, all the youngsters in India, they follow this same role model. Like, see Virat right now at the moment. I want to be Virat Kohli in the future. So it's the same case in Afghanistan as well. They saw us, me, Nabi, Mujib, and everyone, and they just keep following and they keep doing and keep practicing. They want to be in the future a spinner. So I think that's the main reason as well to get so many spinners in Afghanistan, and it's something natural as well. Even my nephews, the way they are bowling, it looks like they will be much better than me in the future. How they bowling to me.
That's not good news for world cricket, but it's good news for Afghanistan cricket. But just Rashid, it is so intriguing for me when I speak about Afghanistan cricket, right? One of the reasons for that is let's go back a little bit in your own childhood days. There are times where you went off to Peshawar in Pakistan and you spent a fair amount of your time in Pakistan. But before that, there is this story where your mother wanted you to be a doctor. You're one of 7 siblings, and how come you didn't? How did you make the decision of not wanting to be a doctor and went on to become a cricketer?
To be honest, I was very interested to be a doctor, and I wanted to study a lot. I was a very good student in study, and I used to be in top 3, top 4. I didn't
I,
got
I, saw,
the
I saw it was 5th rank.
top like like I top 4, top 5. I was not more than I used to be in this during my school in college as well. So uh, it was my dream as well to be a doctor. I was playing cricket with that with the study as well, but I was not that much interested in that to be playing for the country in a very short period of time, and to get to the stage where I am right now. Even my family didn't have that support for me as well to become a cricketer. They were more likely waiting for me to be a doctor rather than to be a cricketer. Especially my mom, she was telling me, you have to be a doctor because we don't have anyone in the family to be a doctor. So for that, I was studying as well. So when I was playing with my friends, just on Sunday, because that was the day which was off for me, and I used to go with them, and we were playing together. So I was pretty good with the batting. I was not bowling at all. I was just doing a batting opening, and I was making some runs for them. So later on, when we had one game with one of the academy in Peshawar. So I was told that you have to come. We had the tournament game. But I was not used to with all the good bowlers and all the good players because I didn't play with them because I just used to go Sunday and I was playing with friends and then come back. So I didn't have that knowledge of go to the academy, practice hard and do training. I was not doing these things. So we had a game with them, semi-final game, and they took me to let's go in. So I made it in that game 130. They gave us 195, and I made 130 in that. And so that coach, he saw me and he told me that, look, you are a very good player. You're a bowler and a batsman as well. So why don't you play for the country? Why don't you play for Afghanistan? So I was like, no, it's tough for me to get to that stage. He said, no, you can do it. You just need to work hard. But that time even my friends told me that you can do it. You just need to go in. You just need to work hard. So then I came in Afghanistan. I came in. I played domestic cricket. I performed well. Then I was selected to the under 19 cricket. I did well in that as well. So later on, when I did well in domestic, we called Shpagiza, which is the main T20 tournament in Afghanistan. So all the national players were there, and I was so excited to play with them for the first time, being in that team with them. And when I performed well in that tournament, later on they called me for the national side. But when my interest was more in cricket, I just slid the study down, and even I got the admission in the second year college, but I didn't go. I just finished my first year, and when I got the admission for the next year, even I didn't go for a single day. I got busy, and in 3 years, I didn't go to home as well. I
Okay.
was busy. I got so much cricket, county cricket, then leagues cricket and national team. So I didn't get enough chance to go back and give the exams. I got a call from family as well, like, what will you do with the exam? I said, no, I can't come. So better is to just let it down and let's see what happens in the future. So yeah, then family started supporting me as well. They said, if you can go ahead in the cricket and you are much better. So it's better option for you to go ahead with it.
No, you don't have to worry about it, because playing cricket at the prime when you're doing really well is a very important thing. You can always go back to education and become a doctor and serve the community. So there is time for it. You
Exactly.
can tell your mom that I will become a doctor for your dreams. But keeping that
Inshallah.
aside, you went to Peshawar, and that's where you played a lot of your cricket, and a lot of it was tape ball cricket, right? So
Yeah.
can you tell me how tape ball? You've got the tape around it. The ball will slip out of your fingers. You said that you didn't use much of your wrist, and you used a lot of your fingers while bowling the leg break. How did all that happen? How did you learn it? Tape ball is quite
Uh,
difficult to spin.
Actually, we were getting like, one kind of ball which is exactly the same like a hard ball, but it's like very less light in that, like it's too light, and it's the same shape like a hard ball, but the weight is too light. So I used to. One day we didn't have the tape ball. We searched it at home, but we didn't couldn't find it. So we said let's play with this ball. So I just hold it like this, and I bowled few with that, and that like totally got too much turn in that, and that was like I delivered in that got so much speed as well. So I was like, that was my first time. I never bowled with the hard ball before that as well. That was my first time to bowl with the different ball. I used to bowl with the tape ball. So the next day when we got the tape balls, I used to bowl with that. So I was finding very difficult to bowl with. It was just slipping from my fingers, and it was tough to bowl on tape ball. But as I said, like we used to play at home with brothers. So playing whole day, like after coming from the school, we playing like till the 6 p.m., 7 p.m. we were playing at home, like 3-4 hours. So that helped me a lot to improve my bowling skills as well. And even it was tough for me to bowl with the tape ball, but I made it very easy. Like with the time, it went off, and I got used to with the tape ball. And when I was going with the friends to play a tennis ball tournament and games outside of home, I used to come with a fast bowling run up and bowl with like wrong one in that and the leg spin in that and just mixing it up. I think I was very very good in this, and people used to come to my home and they took me for the games, and even I was not allowed from my brother's side as well. Like my brother, he was very angry and he used to say like, no, you shouldn't go outside. It's not safe. You might not find good people outside, and he was more scared of to fight with someone, and it might go on the wrong way. But I used to go, still some good friends were coming and they were taking me. So yeah, with the tape ball, that helped me a lot to improve my cricket. And when I came to the hard ball, it was so tough for me to bowl with that ball, and that took like 2-3 months to get used to with that, and first to get used to with that, and then just to pitch the ball in the right area. That was the main thing for me. But yeah, later on when I got used to with it, I found it so easy, and I just kept enjoying bowling.
Right. It clearly shows how you're coming out. And you spoke about your batting when you were in Pakistan, when you were playing and you got those runs. It's not surprising the way you're batting right now in T20 cricket. You're producing some gem of knocks here and there. I saw a couple of knocks in the Big Bash as well. But now you are a T20 globetrotter, like someone like Chris Gale or a Kieran Pollard. You play wherever T20 cricket happens around the world. What has been your biggest learning from going all over the world? Like, you were very young when you left home. You must have told your parents, you know what, I'm going to all these countries to play the sport. How did they take it? What have you learned? Forget about the game. Tell me about how it shaped you as a personality.
I think it totally changed me. Coming out from a country and like Afghanistan, and then uh, playing in different leagues. I think the environment, people. I think I saw different people's. I went to India. I went to England. I went to Australia. I went to West Indies. Saw different peoples and watched them. And so many, except cricket, I have learned so many things. Like uh, how you need to be as a sportsman. Like forget about your skills and forget about your talent. That is something else. But how you need to keep yourself good for the cricket. What should be your routine, what should be your fitness programs, and what should be your daily planning. And I think those are the skills that helped me to improve my mentally. I got to improve a lot, and I've seen different people's with different tough times, and how they came out with that. And I think that really helped me as a person. And learned so many things. I haven't seen them before being in Afghanistan, but it was a bit different for me for the first time when I was going anywhere. But for the second year, I got used to with them, and I need to be with them. And as I said, like I've learned, except from the cricket, how I should keep myself, my routine, my sleeping time, my practice time, and my gym, and my I think diet program, which we were not having as good as right now. We used to eat everything before, but right now, we know what is the requirement of being a good sportsman. You need to take care of that as well, and you need to take care of your fitness and your training and your hard work in the nets. That is something which I was not doing it before, playing all those in big leagues, and that really helped me to improve my cricket rather than to get down. That is something which is a very positive for me.
Right. You spoke in detail about what you've learned in all these countries. But what about Rashid Khan? Like the time you came onto the interview, there's one thing that I noticed, that you're wearing an Afghanistan Cricket Board T-shirt, right? You've got your sponsors, you've got your big bash teams, you could have just about owned anything for the thing, but you've got Afghanistan right near your heart. So what's next for you? How much does Afghanistan cricket mean to you? How much does Test cricket matter to Afghanistan cricket's development? What is it? A T20 World Cup victory, a 50-over World Cup victory? What do you see? What do you foresee for Afghanistan?
I think Afghanistan gives me Rashid Khan name, and like Afghanistan take me to a stage where I am right now, and I think I'm lucky enough to be someone who is doing all these things for the country, and Allah has given me this opportunity to be someone who is rising this country name, and I'm so lucky to be someone. And yeah, I think the biggest dream of the whole country was to be called a full member team, and to play a test game. That was something which we were all hoping and just praying for the whole country, and we were not expecting that to happen as soon as it happened. In 13 years to get to the stage, and then you suddenly get the full membership, and then you're playing a test game against India in India. I think it's more than a dream for everyone. Even when we were playing against you guys the first test game, we didn't know what we're doing. Like, everyone was just counting, like, I'm going to be a first one to hit a four, I'm going to be the first one to hit a six, and I'm going to be a first one to take a single. It was just these things around the team, and everyone was just so excited to play the first game and to get to the ground and do his best. It wasn't the best game for us, but there were so many things that we learned, and I think the biggest achievement should be, like, for right now, what the team is looking for, the country is expecting, is that we win the T20 World Cup, because we have all those skills, talent, and I think we just need to have that belief in ourselves that we can do it. Talent wise, we are so good. We have the spinners, we have the fast bowlers, we have the batting skills as well. But what what is the thing which take us down is that the experience against big teams, and because we didn't play enough cricket with them. We don't know them, we don't know each other, and I think the moment we play more cricket with them, more series with them, I think we can be a better team, and we can be a better side to play and to get to the T20. I think we are very famous of T20 players, but inshallah, that is a dream of mine. That is a dream of a country, that one day, inshallah, we will win the T20 title, and that will be the biggest achievement for Afghanistan cricket and for us as well.
Right. Before I get into the last question, I would like to tell you something, that this is very, very, it's coming straight from the heart, and it is not something that you're trying to put out there or anything, because it's so natural. And I can't even understand, I can't even empathize or feel how it will be to do the first. In fact, in that Afghanistan game that you spoke about, there was a run out, probably because they wanted to get the first run for Afghanistan. I can totally understand that.
Exactly.
But tell me something. When you're turning up for SRH, when you're turning up for your Big Bash team, when you're turning up for your Blast team or whatever it is, and you're turning up for Afghanistan, what is the significance of difference that you find? Obviously, Afghanistan is your home nation, but what is that one thing that you will take from everywhere and put it inside Afghanistan cricket?
I think there's so many things that, since I've been in IPL, Big Bash, CPL, and county cricket, so many things that I have learned there. First time when I was in IPL, I got there. I met the biggest players, coaching staff, and everyone, and have learned so many things from them. Except cricket, as I said before, like what should be my routine and everything. I saw them, I watched them, and I learned from them. When we finished the IPL and came back to my national side, have discussed everything with the teammates, and this is how it goes. This is how they take care of themselves, and this is how. And the best thing was every player was asking, like, what should we do? What should we do to get to that stage, and what should be our preparation? And that was something which is very good. And I love that as well, that how much they were interested to get better, to learn everything from them, and to hear everything like the biggest player said to you. And same is the case in Big Bash, in other leagues as well. Since I was there, when came back, the team was asking the same question: how is the reaction of the wickets? How is the reaction of those players? And how is the reaction of the condition? What is the main reason that you were successful as a spinners? And with the mind of the batsman being there and making some runs on those tough tracks. And I think it's something which is very good, sharing with them and bringing that experience back to the country, and sharing with all those players. And as I said, in early stages of Afghanistan cricket, we didn't have enough coaches, we didn't have enough academies and gym staff, fitness trainers, and we didn't have those people that they could tell us what is our preparation for the game. And when somebody comes to the national team, then he thinks that, oh, this is what we need to do. Especially for me, when I came to the national side initially, I didn't know that we are going to the gym as well. I didn't know we should swim as well. I didn't know that we should do our proper training as well, because I haven't seen them before, and I haven't seen them in the academies in Afghanistan, and I haven't learned from anyone. So I think once you go out and you see the people and their hard work and their daily routine, that makes you so different, and that gives you lots of energy when you come back to the country, sharing with the people and sharing with everyone, not only with the national team players but with the local players as well. So yeah, those are the things we just trying to get from those leagues and share with the teammates.
Believe me, you're not alone in it. When the first time I played IPL and came back, there was a question from one of my college going friends. He asked me, how tall is MS Dhoni? Did you see him?
Exactly.
Does he really drink 5 liters of milk a day? So this was, believe me, people are inquisitive, and it is a great thing to have, right? If you have cricketers who are asking you questions, wanting to get better, there can be no better ammunition. But getting to the lighter segment of today's chat show, Rashid, who are your top 5 favorite cricketers that you look up to most?
Top 5. My favorite cricketers.
No
Shahid Afridi.
No
Yeah,
cricketers.
Yeah, no Afghani. Shahid Afridi, Anil Kumble,
Yeah.
Sachin Tendulkar,
Right.
Virat Kohli, and MS Dhoni.
Awesome. I mean, that list was always expected, I think, because I knew Shahid Afridi and Anil Kumble were your favorites, and the rest of the 3 is pretty obvious. And who are your best friends from the game? That you don't, even if you don't talk cricket to them, you can take them away for a dinner and have a lovely conversation. Name 3 friends from cricket.
From cricket, except Afghanistan, right?
Yeah. I don't think you have many friends in Afghanistan, do you?
I used to have.
That's good.
Yeah, I have a Bhuvi.
Right?
Yeah, Bhuvi is there. We used to go a lot for dinners when we were playing in IPL. Peter Siddle from Australia.
Lovely. Nice.
Yeah, and Phil Salt is from from UK. Yeah, so
he plays the blast. Pretty strong
exactly.
hitter on the ball.
Yeah, very strong. Yeah, next David Warner, right-handed David Warner. He's a very good fielder as well. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Good to know, Rashid. It was wonderful talking to you, and most importantly, I loved what you said. about I used to have a lot of friends, right? It happens as you get bigger, you tend to miss some and you gain new friends. So look forward
Yeah,
to new
exactly.
friends. Life is full of positivity. At the same time, last question before I leave you: what do you talk to Bowie about?
Bowie.
Yeah, what do you talk to him apart
Uh,
from cricket?
Apart from cricket, we used to talk a lot about the culture. He used to ask questions about Afghanistan, how it is there, and uh, what does the people doing and how it's going right there. And yeah, this is something that the topic we mostly talk about. And also we talk about the India in Israel, like how it goes, how is everything happening, and how mostly I ask the question is like, this is a bit crazy as well, but mostly I'm asking the question about the players of Indian players. Like, I'm asking him like, what does this player do during the team, during the tour, and what does this player, what is his preparation, what is his mindset, and what he does for the daily routine. And mostly I'm asking this question, and how he is as a player and how he is behaving, and something which I love to hear from him.
One
And
thing, one
he
thing's for sure, whatever you would have done, even if you had become a doctor, you would have been a great doctor, Rashid. Thank you so much
thank
for being on the show today. And before I let you go, the national language of Afghanistan is Pashto. And how do I say thank you in Pashto?
Dera Manana.
How do I say it again?
Dera Manana.
Dera Manana.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Even pretty Zenta learned that.
Really? Okay. I will tell
Yeah,
that to her. I think it must be from Mujib Zadran, right?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Have a good day, man. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Rashid.
you so much. And it was lovely to talk with you. And best wishes and salam to everyone who is watching this. And it's a humble request to everyone that stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself and your family. And hopefully everything gets well soon, get to normal soon, and then we could see each other again.
Thank you so much. Regards to your family.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.